One nation of freedom. You're watching the 50 States of AR-15 on Big Gunner 81. Brought to you by BATArms.com.
Hey everyone, we're here at TACCOM with Tim, who's the owner and the brains of the operation here of TACCOM.
Something like that.
So we're working on the 50 States of AR-15 project for y'all. And first I want to kind of give you a little bit of background about the company. So Tim, how did you just get started into the TACCOM world here?
Well, about 4.5 years ago, I decided I didn't want a paycheck anymore. And, well, I'd been a designer for a couple other companies in the firearm business. Made them a lot of money with the product I designed. And, hey, it's a capitalistic society. They did a great job for me. I did a great job for them. They made a lot of money. They paid me. That's the way it works. Contract says, you know, come work for me, I'll pay you.
Right.
One day I came into work and I said, I don't want you to pay me anymore.
Nice.
And I started my own business.
So what did you kick the business off with? What was your first product that you started making?
The very first product we started making was a steel target that went on a shepherd's hook.
So shepherd's hook would be like for hanging out your plants in the yard and stuff.
Yes.
So you hung the target off that. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So it was just a AR-200 plate that with a hole in it, and you could hang it on a shepherd's hook.
Okay, that's
You
cool.
could throw 6 of them in the back of a Honda Civic, go to the range, be up and shooting in 5 minutes.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's really quick. I like those kinds of targets. Just throw them out there, boom, ready to go.
Yep.
So when did you get into the shot shell carriers? Now that's like one of the big things that you're known for.
I had a design for a carrier way back when I worked for the last company I worked for.
Okay.
And actually this was probably back around 2010, 2011. I knew it was popular in Europe, wasn't really even being used here. And then Carbon Arms came out with their setup, and I was like, you beat me to it. But I had this design, but there was no way I was going to make a shell carrier unless I could use off-the-shelf components.
Okay.
Hence the dual loads. Yes, the dual loads are made with a broom handle clip that's coated with plastic.
Right. But it works.
People laugh at them. I still, to this day, go through 1,000 clips a month.
Wow. That
It
is
is,
awesome.
the dual loads are still one of our most popular selling shell holders that we make.
So-
I can't quit making them.
So when it comes to AR-15, what are some of the things that you make for the AR-15 platform?
Boy, we're really...
I got my hand warm.
Yep, the comps. I'm old school. A lot of people don't remember, but in USPSA, when you tuned your open gun, it was all about recoil spring and weight. Yeah, you know, there's 6-port comps and 8-port comps on an open gun, but realistically, the comp you get is all dependent upon who's making your open gun. There's really not a big selection out there, and I submit that they're all about the same.
So this ultralight comp that we got here, it's also got three ports for like adjustment.
Yep.
Which have like I don't know what you call it, a set screw or
Yep, for a set screw.
So you can basically adjust it slightly with moving or leaving them in place. Kind of a neat idea. It's very simple in design, very lightweight, and allows you to have some adjustability with it too.
Yep. The thing is 3-gun is going into, you know, there's a following of super light barrels. And you see these guys, they're putting on super light barrels, and then they put a 4-ounce, 5-ounce comp on the end, which is probably, you know, the way wrongest thing you want to do.
What do these weigh, by the way?
Well, that
There's
one
two versions
weighs,
of it.
yep, that's our 3/4 inch comp. That one weighs just over 1.25 ounces, and our 625 comp weighs 1 ounce exactly.
Wow. And that's something they'll see on the his and her rifle build too. You gave me the idea actually behind that, using the Faxon pencil barrel and using the .650, I think it is 650.
Yep.
Ultralight
650,
comp,
yep.
a little bit smaller version of this. That is a very nice setup, by the way. It's very lightweight. You guys will hear about that in that video
The
as
thing
well.
is, everybody goes out, they build their AR-15, they put their comp on there, and then they'll spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Oh, this comp's not good enough. This comp's not good enough. And then they'll hear that their buddy Ray is shooting, XYZ comp, so they got to try that one.
Right.
Because it's working for him. They put it on, it doesn't work for them. That's not how you tune an AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
You tune an AR-15 with the gas system and the weight of your reciprocating mass.
Right.
Which is why we came out with this. What this is basically a carbine recoil system that weighs the reciprocating mass of this part only is 1 ounce,
Wow.
as compared to 5 ounces for a carbine buffer.
Right.
This piece right here is what reduces your recoil. If you adjust your gas properly, you can have the comp becomes insignificant.
Yeah, the amount of difference is
This
so small.
is the key. The reciprocating mass is the key to recoil, reducing the recoil on your AR-15.
And that's why we're seeing all the lightweight bolt carrier groups and so forth. But people
Right.
realize that bolt carrier group is moving, but this weight is also moving. So
This is a big deal as well.
that's part of the reciprocating mass
Yep.
right there.
The spring, we also offer a 10% reduced recoil spring. On our
Okay.
rifle system, we offer an adjustable system that you can adjust the preload of your spring.
Oh, wow.
You can reduce the preload from a factory spring by almost 25%. I always tell people, you do not need much for a recoil spring. You want to go as light as you possibly can. Oh, there's a catch. That spring and buffer combo has to strip the first round out of a 30-round magazine.
And that's right.
If you go any lighter than that, you got a system that doesn't work. But you want to go as light as possible on that end. Then once you have that set, now start adjusting your gas for your light and setup. That's
Okay.
the key.
Okay.
The comp, that's fodder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll prove that over and over again, especially when you're dealing with 1 1.25 pound barrels.
Right.
Okay, so you've got a pencil barrel on there, and you're going to put the world's heaviest comp on there because it's the best. Well, say hello to swing, and
Right.
it's not a balanced system.
Right. Makes
This
sense.
balances the system.
That's cool. So you're going to see his products in the 50 States of AR-15 and also in his and her rifle project as well. And we're going to kind of show those off later on in the series as well. So Tim, thank you again for your time and showing
not
us
a
on the
problem.
shop. Got some cool videos of the equipment running here and everything. And until next time, guys, go out and have some fun shooting.
Yeah, and you come back anytime.